When I was growing up, I was taught that the vice lords and the disciples didn't have shit on the biggest gang. And we were taught the biggest gang was the police department. And that people will come from other states, other counties, just to kill a nigga because of a man in a uniform. Like, again, Michael Young. Michael Young was the first officer who arrived at my house. Now, mind you, I don't know why he had to detain Jerice, but I didn't like how he was grabbing that little boy. And I told that little boy, stop doing that because he's going to kick your ass. And then he kicked my ass, literally. He put me in a headlock, he body slammed me, and he put me in a sleeper hold. Joshua R. Williams said I was only getting 25 foul, and I hated that nigga. And as I sat in Judge Boylan's courtroom, I refused to beg. I called it begging, right? Because the reason why we were at that conference was because I had came home from a school meeting one day. And as I came home from the school meeting, and it should be on, a phone call, 612-529-2060. And as I came home from the school meeting, Josh called me. And as me and Josh was having a conversation, I said, you know what, motherfucker? It's odd that you called me as I left that school meeting. Are you working both ends from the middle? I said that this motherfucker is now using, again, his law degree to blackmail my children as I left that meeting at motherfucking Harrison. So I began to research Josh. And as I researched Josh, I researched Obama and, again, the juvenile diversion program. Now, I couldn't find any information on the juvenile diversion program. None! It was a group of people who showed up out of nowhere. And again, Bobby Joe Champion was in the room that day. We were in the room arguing about, again, a monitor now that was a keyboard. I said Bobby Joe Champion convinced Kim and Keith to give, again, Michael Cooper Jr. a ticket through Cindy Atsat, Kim Messon, so that he could get, again, an EBD label as they decided at the table. Dr. Umar motherfucking Johnson, you be very clear, you son of a bitch. So as that cop just, again, wanted to let me know he's the biggest gang. And I'm waiting for little Michael just to call. To say, I'm okay, Mom. Like when they called me after they took Zymir DeLon Cooper from the Huntington Apartments, apartment number 48, where Miss Green and what I thought a fast track cop showed up. And I said, you know what, Tanya Bransford? Now that I've identified you as being the Big Bertha from the park where I saw Keith, I said, you are now facilitating death through my children. You now retired. And Betsy Hodges paid your bitch ass again to help take Zymir so that, again, Bobby Joe Champion, who sued Keith Ellison, Barack Obama, a lot of that money, again, Kim Ellison, that 100 mil, I sued your sorry ass for under the law at that time of EBD. And as I had Shayla sign that paper, as she laid in the bed with Larice, but be very motherfucking clear. I said I put that on my Facebook page too. And then Bobby made Larice and Shayla fight. My daughter should have just told on Bobby and Keith. That's all she would have had to do. Tell on them. And again, I would have wrote some nasty shit. I'd have that motherfucker in court. I'd have him get the death penalty. And I'd go all the way back to high school. You son of a bitch. You be very clear, as we said in that juvenile diversion court. Coming from Wisconsin's, like I said, vacation. Where again, some bitch was mad me and my motherfucking man was going on vacation. Tratrina Worrell, as he's fucking you sorry ass bitch, as a side piece. Again, under the fake traditional marriage. I said, me and Michael are still married. I said, remember now, Krisha and Tasha facilitated that deal. And you could pay them off all you want and say that she didn't do it. But again, that's memory, credibility. So that's why she can't get in a court of law, be sworn in under my attorneys, and then motherfucking questioned. Her shit would be thrown out of court. Why? For credibility. They wouldn't have a case by the time me and my lawyers got done with Bobby Joe Champion, Debbie Weinberger, Keith Ellison, and Barack motherfucking Obama. You be very clear. You rapist son of a bitch. I went all the way back to when my daddy lived in Chicago. I wanted the records from then. I wanted to get my daddy's records to see if you were in any political body at that time. You sorry, ugly, black-lipped son of a bitch!